Okay, and we're back. We also have just teleported as well. I just had some way of the sub food, and I am gonna get back on the road. So yeah, I just met a few different people at apparently a car meet that was like for the grand opening of like a tire wheel rent shop or whatever. And I met a couple different guys there. One of them drives a 535i with the N54 motor, and that has apparently been tuned, which is pretty cool. That's like a 12 to 13 second car or something like that, or maybe 14. Can't remember. My car is apparently a 14-second car because I looked it up mid-conversation. And then the other guy drives a 370Z, which is cool. Apparently, turbocharging those isn't as hard as I thought it was. I thought there wasn't a lot of room to turbocharge those things, but actually, apparently there's plenty of room for it. So, the guys at Mighty Car Mods lied to me. I feel lied to. I feel betrayed. Because I thought that the only way to really... Because if it's difficult to get a, like a twin turbo or even just a big single turbo 350Z, you might as well do like an R35 GTR swap, because they're basically the same thing. They're going to sound the same. But if it's actually possible to turbocharge just the 370Z, might as well just do that and be in there. And so I didn't park my car amongst the other cars, but everyone was like, "Oh wait, are you the guy with the silver WRX? Why did you park the car here?" And I'm like, "I don't know. The car doesn't seem to be that special. It doesn't stand out like all these other like drag cars and modified things." But they were like, "Ah, you should just have pulled it over anyways." And so, well, that just made me think, oh, it's gonna make it even harder to resist modifying this car now. Oh. And like make a huge amount of money so I don't have to worry about this crap. Because the only thing that makes me hesitant to modify this car is that I want to have money for the project cars. But I made friends, and right now that's more important anyways, because I'm not going to be modifying this. That woman was doing hand gestures. How dare he? And they were roommates. And they were roommates. Oh my god, they were roommates. I have no idea if the people I just met or anyone else in that community is going to end up finding this channel. I don't know how that's going to go down if they do, but it'll probably be pretty hilarious. Apparently my video about me discussing the E46 M3 for the first time just came out today, the Project Car Confession video. So if you want to get a general in-depth description of what I want to do with an E46 M3, you can go and look at that. It's basically just me talking about how I want to make a BMW M3 GTR replica. And so let's think about that for a second. So we've got, let's talk about the money I would need to do that whole project. So we need the car. That's about 8 to 12 grand, because I don't care about it being a high mileage car too much, because I'm going to be ripping the engine out of there anyways, the stock engine. I'll put an S65 motor and transmission in, so including the 6-speed. That would cost probably another $8,000 to $12,000. So we're already up in the $24,000 range. But then we've got a really cool M3 E46 with a V8 in it, 414 brake horsepower. It'll sound cool. Then after that, I don't really know in what order I would do the rest in, but there's the body kit, the Schnitzer body kit that makes it look like the GTR. That's about $20,000 or more, because it's all carbon fiber and it's made using actual GTR parts. More on that in the video where I talk about it. Hollinger transmission. So now we're at $44,000. Hollinger racing transmission, $20,000 to $30,000. So that's either $60,000 or $74,000. And that's not including any suspension mods, tires, or anything else. It's just those big things. Oh! It'll be my most expensive project, but it'll be done over time, which makes it feel cheaper. But it will be cheaper than the Skyline. The Skyline, if you want a Skyline right now, an R34 GTR, you can get that for about $45,000. You can upgrade the turbos for about 5 to 8. Exhaust system will cost about 3 to 4. The camshafts I want are about $400 or $700. Yeah, that'll be cheaper. But modding this would be even cheaper. This would be at a total of 20 grand to modify. But the more money I spend on this, the later I get the M3. So, and right now I'm like, oh, but I could do, maybe if the channel does well, I can afford to modify this thing. I don't know. It's bad. It's an internal struggle. You in tow? Hey, I did it. So we're at 29,800 miles right now. A couple hundred more miles and we'll be at 30,000. That was like those things that you blow into on people's birthdays that go. I was trying to imitate one of those. Instead it just sounded like a dying duck. But that's fine. Dying ducks are cool. Alright, one last little pull for the day. I don't know what that noise is. I'm hearing like a weird noise coming from like over there. Ah, that's bright.